What's going on? What's going on? It's your host, Kel,
It's your boy Johnny
and we
Boy.
back with another episode of the Crown School Podcast. Well, you gotta stop doing that. Yo, like that mustache getting
I do that
thicker.
every
I
time.
see. It's fine though.
I get a cut tomorrow.
Be proud of it, man. You see me, hey, starting to look a little spruce and letting it grow out.
Yeah, I see it.
Man,
90-degree angles.
90-degree with a little curve. Nah, man. How you doing? How your week been?
It's been a little busy, getting some work done. But, as a man, you should love that work
Hell nah.
during the week.
I mean, you do what you got to do. You don't love it, but you know the bills got to be paid. So shit, I'm
Well, it
sure.
depends, I mean, you gotta enjoy life. You gotta love what you do. Now, it will be some. Let me talk to
Go
y'all
ahead.
before we get started. There will be some seasons where you don't love what you do, but that's when you grow. That's when you build, and then that's when you start to recover. When the recovery happens. That's when you start to do what you
She
love.
said, as long as you've been consistent, it don't even matter if you don't love it no more. You just gonna keep doing
No, I'm quitting.
it.
It depends. It depends though. Like it depends what it is.
I understand that. No, I understand that. But man, so we had another. I ain't gonna say a great week of ball. The NFC game was a great game. AFC game was the weather got in the way. You know, I know what that weather looked like being up here in Ohio where we got snowed in, something awful. 1.5 foot of snow one day. It was crazy. So I get it, but it was an exciting weekend of ball. I'm in the house with a Broncos fan, so you can imagine how fun that was for her to watch. I had to come upstairs because I talked trash and she didn't want to hear it. So yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
that NFC game though, it was everything, man. Both quarterbacks throwing three touchdowns, going for over 345 each. One of them 346, the other one over 350. So it was a crazy shootout. It wasn't going to be the defensive battle that anyone thought it was going to be, which I mean is anticipated. They said prior to that game, there was a 1 yard difference and a 1 point difference in the matchups between these two teams, and it was like 836,
Yeah.
835 yards. So like it was
Yeah,
the
that shit was crazy.
anticipation for it was going to be a real good game. Congrats to Sam Darnold, right? I said that
But
when
he
this
did it.
thing ended, I said, man, I know who kicking themselves in the butt right now. That team up in Minnesota, cause boy, I let them walk out the door.
They let him walk,
Man,
boy. Hey, I don't remember who I picked. I think I picked
you picked
Seahawks,
Seattle. I picked the
but I don't
Rams.
know.
I wanted to
Okay.
ride it out with the Rams. I picked them to win it all, so you know I'm gonna ride it. But yeah, you picked Seattle, so it was one of those you caught it. But I mean, like that, I think we're both on the same page when it came to the Patriots because ain't no backup gonna beat them at the most important game of the season. This ain't the Brock Osweiler situation where he played during the season, so he had reps under his belt going into the postseason when he had to step in and take over. So it was a big difference. But I mean, it wasn't a pretty showing anyway. I think um, my wife, she was livid. She was like, if we would've just took the field goal instead of like going for it on 4th and 1 when they almost picked the ball off. But it's like one of those games where I don't know if they were getting the weather report, but also the weather that did blow in, like the second half, nothing was happening. You know what I mean? So like you take the points you can get and the fact that they lost by 3 points, like, yeah, as a Broncos fan, I can only imagine how mad they were at the end of that. But I think it was a good game called. I don't think it was good performances by either quarterback, if I'm being honest, but the defenses played real well.
Can I say something?
Say it. Speak your mind.
So, did you see what Cam Newton said earlier this week? Maybe yesterday.
Uh-uh.
So he said Drake May was like, I don't know what quarterbacks he said, but he essentially said that the defense carried him this playoffs.
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Before you say something, I'm gonna give you a stat. Drake May QBR this whole postseason was 51.
What was Sam Darnold's or Matthew Stafford's for reference? Gotta be
Oh
way
shit.
better.
Indeed. I'm gonna do Sam Darnold because we don't do
Super
Super Bowl
Bowl. Yeah,
quarterbacks.
yeah, yeah. I seen like he was like third down, it was like 95%, and then on fourth down it was something crazy too. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know full game. If we talking
I'm trying
80
to
something,
figure out how to find that.
go to the playoff matchup and then click on Sam Darnold and it should show it like in this stat showing.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Uh, where is it? It's not on
No
this
big
one.
I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, you do that, mug. I'm struggling.
It doesn't matter though. I think a quarterback with a 50 something quarterback rating in in the conference championship game isn't a good showing. But also like that's what
No, this all
of
around.
the full postseason.
Yeah,
Um
it was lower, I think, in this game.
right now it's showing Sam Darnold's completion percentage, but this QBR is that okay, there you go. His QBR in the conference championship game was 82.9. So
Sam's, not Sam's.
Sam Darnold. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
mm, which is rightfully so.
Yeah, in the last two games, it was 63 against the 49ers, which that was a whopping, but I mean, he was 12 for 17 with 124 yards, and they beat the brakes off of him. So like,
You didn't throw it that
yeah,
much.
but the one he really did throw it, 36 attempts, 25 completions, 346 with 3 touchdowns, and he known for throwing interceptions against them or turning the ball over against the Rams. For him to have an 82.9 in that game alone, I think. I mean, I'm not gonna tiptoe around it, right? Against the Texans, they had 4 turnovers. Um, they argue about how first of all, Justin Herbert hasn't proven himself in the postseason, so I didn't have faith in him beating the Patriots anyway. And then in this game, it was a weather game, so I'll agree with Cam that the defense has carried them because he hasn't shown anything that says he's the reason they're winning, right? You see on the other side of it, Sam Darnold is the reason they're winning. He's balling out in a way that everyone who doubted him, yeah, ain't no more doubts. Like he's at that point, and I think the firepower they have, and he's shown he can score on the best of them and score against anybody every game. Like it's one of those situations where it's like that defense is good, but so is the Seattle defense. So if it's a defensive battle, we know that this quarterback is going to get it out and he's going to make the smart plays and the right reads. Whereas this quarterback throughout the postseason, a 50, what you say 50 what?
51.
Yeah, I mean that ain't even passing the test. So, like that ain't passing the test. So it is what it is. But I mean, honestly, in this, we said it last week. Whoever wins the game was going to take the Super Bowl from the NFC. So I'm still going to ride out with the NFC taking home the Super Bowl this year. I think the Seahawks got a chance to vindicate themselves from that crazy decision to throw the ball when you got beast mode in the backfield. I think this year they get it done. I don't know. I ain't gonna try to anticipate what the
Hey,
score gonna be. I ain't gonna try to
hey,
anticipate like what the game gonna look like. I'm just gonna say Seattle.
this is a good team to win against too. You can all those years of being mad that Marshawn Lynch ain't get that ball. Now you can take it out on a team that, I mean, of course nobody there from back then, but the
The
fans are.
fans are
So
still
the fans there. So they
Marshawn gonna
if they get
show
that
up.
dub, well they gon'
Yeah,
yeah, of
so
course, facts.
he gonna
Facts.
feel good about it. But
Oh
I think
man.
go ahead.
I'm ready for that
Yeah, I'm
game.
excited about it.
I don't know if it's going to I don't think the defense will be enough to help out old Drake boy. I think he gonna have to play.
I mean, yeah, I
'Cause,
think don't get me wrong, like they got a good secondary to compete against Seattle's receiver group, but I don't think they're gonna stop that receiving group. Like,
I mean, yeah, they got dogs, but it's just
man,
JSN,
bro, like I
JSN,
was
Cooper
watching
Cup,
like
and
and the
Sheed.
releases he was doing, the routes he was running, it looked like it was one of them. Like, watch this real quick. Oh, hey, watch what I'm finna do to it. Just like like I remember playing sports dog and talking to my brother saying, "Look, I'm finna do this. Watch this," and then like going out there and cooking somebody, and that's literally what it looked like he's doing. It's just
Mhm.
like, man, this is insane. That one-handed catch to the sideline, the out route that he ran where he stemmed inside, set it up with a little rocker to get back outside. I was like, man, yeah, he's just doing whatever he wants to. They're not touching him off the line of scrimmage. So that's that.
Yeah,
I think
cooking.
first of all, Christian Gonzalez getting beat deep by Mims to start the game out. I think he played like the secondary was so focused on, are they gonna run the ball because it's Jared Stidham? He ain't gonna beat us deep. And what happened? Marvin Mims' little butt ran straight past them, bombs away. You can't afford to do that against this team because they're gonna take the lid off. And they got a quarterback that's doing it over and over and
Sheed.
take the lid off.
Touchdown.
Man, so
6 point.
I think like it caught them off guard, which is how they got that first touchdown. But I think they played better game this time. I think I don't know, man. Seattle. That's all I'm gonna say. Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah. It is what
Seattle.
it is. But
Seattle.
considering the two teams that's playing in the Super Bowl is a lot on the line, I think the legacy for either of these coaches, Mike McDonald being his second year as a head coach, his first goal with Sam Darnold, like just how like they're molding as a team, how they work together, how the defense is electric, the offense scores. I think it's gonna be one of those where it's like he wins it. Hey, they made the right calls in the front office there. But then other side, you got Mike Vrabel going back to the team that he won his Super Bowls with, and he's got his team in the Super Bowl his first year as the head coach. Like that's legacy in itself. So I'm excited about the matchup. I'm happy for Diggs, right? Like you couldn't get to this game in the time he was in Buffalo. You go to a division rival. Your first year there, you go to the Super Bowl. So like I'm happy for him. I hope you have a great game. But yeah, I'm rocking with Seattle, man. Like I don't. It is what it is. And this is. Can I say something? No
Talk to me.
disrespect. I wish them all the best, but Mike Vrabel should have been with us. So I hope he don't win. Forget him. I understand he ain't the
So
reason he
I
gone,
think
but I hope he don't win.
yeah, I think we both could agree that Seattle has the better overall team than the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah, all around.
Nah, yeah, I'm excited about the matchup for sure because it's one of those games where it's like you don't really get too many Super Bowl rematches. I mean, you got a few in recent years. Obviously, you had the Bucks and Chiefs. You had the Eagles and the Chiefs, and now this one coming back. What?
Then the Niners and the
Oh, the
Chiefs.
Niners and Chiefs have, yeah, but you see me like it's like the
Yeah.
same team in
Uh-huh.
it, but there's like
Yeah.
time done
Mhm.
passed,
Yeah.
and then you get this rematch again. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, it was
it
like
is.
Pat Mahomes beat Tom came back and beat Pat Mahomes, but Pat Mahomes beat the 49ers both times, so it wasn't like a back and forth situation. Pat Mahomes beat the Eagles, they came back and beat him, you know what I mean? This is one where it's like another situation of y'all beat us, now we can beat y'all, so I'm excited about the matchup. I'm excited about just a good game, honestly. Like,
Yeah. I hope it's a
I
good
hope
game.
it's a good game. I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get too down a rabbit hole about it, but because we're talking about New England, I know you saw the news. So tell me where your head's at with it. Like that's the biggest slap in the face. Like,
This so the BS the NFL done
okay.
pulled. These jokers I don't they released a statement about it. I ain't read the statement,
I listened to it. I read it.
but
I read it. It said
what they said,
one
bruh?
of the guys came forward who owned up to why he didn't vote for Belichick, and he said because there was three guys who was on the ballot who it might have been their last chance to get in. So he voted for them, assuming somebody else would have voted Belichick in. So I get the human side of it, right? These guys might not get their chance. Hey, regardless if they get their chance or not, Belichick name on the ballot, he goes in. They had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity prior to Belichick name being put up for Hall of Fame ballot honors. And now he's on here and I wanna get nah. They ain't did what
So here's
Belichick
my
did.
thing. With that statement you just said, I think that's some BS because there was somebody in like the 50s or the 40s who got in the Hall of Fame probably like about 6, 7 years ago. I ain't forget that. So 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 whoever he's speaking on, he better be from the 1930s or something.
Yeah,
Cause,
I'll hear
cause
that.
I'm not hearing that.
I hear that because my thing is, so when I was out in Colorado, I got into a boxing gym, and the guy who I was boxing under, his name was DeVero, was Touch of Sleep, and he was the heavyweight champ. He's inducted into the Colorado Sports Hall of Fame out there. And just listening to him tell me how much it meant to him, he said most guys don't get to see the Hall of Fame while they're alive. They wait for them to pass away and then try to induct them into it. But to see it while I'm alive, to share that with my family, to share that with my kids, like it was one of those moments where it's like it means so much to him. So only thinking about like Belichick did everything. Apparently, they say when he was coaching, like he brought his teams to understand what it meant, bringing them down to Canton to see the Hall of Fame. Just his resume in itself, 2 Super Bowls as a defensive coordinator with the Giants, the 6 with the Patriots, like the Flake Gate or not, 5 Gate or not. Like, I don't care about none of that. If you take them 2 away, he still got 6 rings.
Come on now.
The winningest coach when it comes to championships in NFL, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like you can't
Mhm.
talk about football history without mentioning Bill Belichick. Adam Schefter said when you going into your football your evaluation for who gonna be in the Hall of Fame, think about it this way: if you can't speak about this person, if you can't say what football means or the history of football without this person's name, then they deserve to be in it, right? And so if we know Belichick is arguably the greatest NFL coach because of what he's done, then he automatically should get that bid to go in. Like it shouldn't even be no. I understand people might have a last chance window to get in, but it's Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? Like they say,
It's a
they
no-brainer.
said something about like they might try to pull this jump with Tom Brady too. Like now we just smoking. Now we just smoking. You know what I mean? Like they sitting by. All right, but I was gonna try to glaze over and just like let it go and drop it. But this is my thing, right? To find out that the people who vote, yeah, they got credibility. They don't work their way up to that point of getting there. But if you ain't never played a snap, called a play, or did anything like that, you start as a beat writer and you worked your way up to this point to be able to vote for stuff like that, I don't want to hear nothing. You won't know what it means to invest all that time, sacrificing time with your family, sacrificing time with your kids, sacrificing time to do anything else because this means that much to you. You pour so much of your life into this craft to become so great that nothing else matter. And then when you go back, yeah, you can, all right, I'm here now, but you don't get that time back that you get, like that you sacrificed because you was in this arena, right? So like, it's yeah, it's a slap in the face, and I think it sides with like what I don't, I'm yeah, it's a slap in the face, and people who don't play the sport, but they got all this gall to pass these opinions, and they the reason why somebody can't get in, but you can't even go out here and run a dang on post route. You wouldn't be able to run 2 miles right now, but you sitting out here knocking this person who, I mean, back in his NFL career, now coaching college ball, but I bet he can get out and still run a mile or two. What can you do? Hide behind the screen, y'all hide in a little voting room, and then it's supposed to be a private, anonymous vote. But people are talking, I voted for him, I voted for him, I voted for him. That take away the anonymous and anonymity, however you say that word. You know what I mean? It takes that away from the vote. And now it's people saying, I voted for him, I voted for him to try to cover their butts. Well, obviously everybody didn't vote for him because he was 11 votes shy, apparently, or 10 votes shy, which is why he didn't get in. So like that's the biggest slap in the face. And it makes a joke of the game. This goes along the lines with I seen Sean Marion some post about him being livid because he said the Pro Bowl used to mean something. Like he's got a helmet that got autographed from legends, Hall of Famers, and all this stuff, and now we're playing flag football. Like they just watered it down. Now we in a ranging into we got guys with accolades who deserve that recognition, and now because it is because you got a personal vendetta against them, they don't get the right to enjoy that achievement when they deserve it. They got he's not a second ballot he's not a second ballot Hall of Famer. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm done. I think
Wait, are we still on this?
keep going.
I kind of want
I
to get
just
to the
said
Pro
my
Bowl.
piece. I'm done.
No, no, yeah, no, yeah, I'm done too. I mean, we both know it's a slap in the face, and Bill should be in the Hall of Fame. But
The moment that his name
this
came
is
up.
his yeah. So yeah, Bill, yes, yes. About the Pro Bowl, yeah, it lost all of its credibility, but I'm not opposed to them not playing tackle ball no more
Why aren't you opposed to it?
because of just injuries. I mean, they
They
already
ain't not, I
playing the extra
mean,
game.
it
I
ain't
mean,
like they out
I
here
like.
going to kill each other, but still like play a game, man. Like they already dialed
I
down the
mean,
rules. You can only play cover 3 or cover
look,
2. You can, you know what I mean? Like you can't really hit nobody like that's coming across. Like if they expose, you can't really
so
hit them.
what's the point of playing it then? Like, look, back in the day, the Pro Bowl was a
You
good
talking
game,
about Sean
but
Taylor
like,
days, man? Let's
uh,
get out of that.
exactly. But look, listen, the last couple of years it was in pads. Fam, the score was what, like 50 to 60 something? There was no defense being played. Who wants to watch
I
that?
went to the 2018, 2019 seasons Pro Bowl.
In Hawaii?
No. It was still in Florida. It was at Florida at the time. But yeah, I went down there. It rained. It was bad. We left at like third quarter. It was raining so
Mm,
bad. But
dang.
and that one it seemed like a joke. But when I was in the service, I watched when they did Team Rice versus I think Team Sanders when they had the neon colors. They were green and orange, and they had Luke Kuechly on one team, and they had Mike
Exactly
Tolbert
what
on the
you're
other
talking about.
team, and that boy
Yeah.
ran through his own teammate face. I said, "This is why I love football." I understand we teammates, but also this the Pro Bowl. You feel me? So I think that was like the last time that it was actually like it didn't matter, and it was at that time where Odell was like fresh on the scene, so everybody was eating it up and loving it. But I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
I get why you're not opposed to it for injuries, but also it ain't like they going out there playing the game like they playing for Super Bowl. Like go play the game. Like somebody get hit, they get hit. Oh well. Like we came to give fans a show. Now we playing flag football. I don't.
But I mean, it's no defense. No defense isn't a show either, though.
Huh?
No, like they don't play defense.
How is that a show
Like the
though?
last time they was in pads. No, I'm telling you, it's not one. Like, no one wants. It's not competitive. Like even with pads, they weren't competitive in the last couple of
Yeah.
years. Without pads, yeah. So I'm saying like, okay, how as far as like the players getting in, I think they should do a better job with that. But how do we make the Pro Bowl again? Like, how can we make it more enjoyable?
I mean, are they even still playing for
If
like
we
that
if we
little?
were NFL people,
Are they even still playing for that bonus? That's what made it enticing, right? I thought they were like the winning team got like a bonus at the end of it, which is why like it was all right. Bet like I made my money, but now I get an extra whatever the bonus was at the end of the
yeah,
season. So if they're not doing that, then all right, I understand why they're playing flag. But like
maybe the bonus ain't good enough.
the Pro Bowlers is the higher paid athletes right now. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might not care about that bonus no more.
That's all right. Yeah, I see that then.
You kind of get what I'm saying though.
I don't. Then if
Yeah.
I'm a NFL exec and I want the Pro Bowl to be back exciting, I don't know. Dog. Like I think if how would I do it? This is a hard question to answer on the fly because like I had time to think about my format for what college
Mm-hmm.
football two team or 12-team playoffs look like. I think with
Yeah.
this one, the how would you fix it? Let me think for a second, and then what
Bruh, I think the only way you could fix it is them playing real football again, bruh.
But
But they have to
what
be
gets
serious
them
about it.
to that though? That's how you fix it.
No,
Like
I
you can't say
don't
them playing
know.
real football because
No, I know it. I know it. I
I
know it.
think
I know it. But I'm just saying, I think that's the only way it could be fun again. Like I don't think. Let me see. Cause could flag football be enjoyable to the viewers?
I don't think so, man. Like that is cool and
You don't
all.
think so?
I enjoy watching. Literally, like when I was coaching back in like the year after I graduated undergrad, I coached for a year, right? And our freshman
Hmm.
team went to Hoover to play their freshman team. And I got like I'm just sitting around watching us warm up, but I saw like their high school girls team warming up, and these girls was getting active. That type of flag football, I was excited about. And watching little kids play flag football, I'm excited about. Community flag football, cool. But you are a professional athlete.
Yeah.
I didn't pay to come watch you play flag football. If I want to watch that, I'm gonna go down the street to the neighborhood and watch these kids get active. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think I think that's one of the things where it's got to be like, hey man, we're not doing this no more, right? I understand, but y'all already millionaires, so like, I guess winning team get the newest model Buick or something that year. Like I don't know. You can give it away if you want to. Whatever partnership the NFL got cars partnerships with, you give
Yeah.
them that car. The winning team gets this, and you can give it away to your close friend. You can give it to your mom or whoever. But we got to get back to playing the game because right now that I feel like it's a bad look for the league. I've been over. I don't
Just
even
I
watch it.
don't. Yeah. I don't either. It's been so long since I watched it, and I just I don't know how they could fix it.
I Not that it even needs to be fixed. I just think if you're not gonna if you're gonna play flag football, we might as well not do it. Why? Because like, yeah, we have. If that's the case, host the USA, the NFL league flag football league championship doing that. They got adult league flag football. You got youth league flag football, which when you go to the Pro Bowl, the youth league flag football game actually plays a exhibition game at the Pro Bowl. But they have an adult league with USA flag football. Let them play. You feel me? Like if that's the case, like we don't need, you know what I mean? Like, and now we got the flag football finna be in the Olympics possibly. So they're saying like NFL players could be the teams that represent the USA. Like if that's the case, then what are we doing? Like y'all, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I don't want to go on no rant about flag football. That ain't what I signed up for today. I told
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get worked up again. Man, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. So, uh,
Man,
yeah. So Pro Bowl,
Pro Bowl,
Pro
y'all gotta
Bowl.
fix it, man. Just cause like it's cool and all, but it ain't. It ain't. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy watching and
I
seeing
do
everybody come together and
um I do believe the Pro Bowl achievement should still be like
honor. No, you honor that. Yeah.
yeah, right, like a earned thing,
Yeah.
not just throwing a
No, no,
Shadur
no, no. You
Sanders
can't
in
do that. You
there
can't do that. You
just
can't do that. You can't
because.
do that. Cause I
No, yes I can.
The
Yes I
Pro
can.
Bowl, how people get there is by fan votes. I
Yeah,
have never
but
understood it to be
is
I
it?
never understood it to be a player vote thing. That's what all pro is. I thought Pro Bowl was always from fan votes. So you can't get mad if fans want to see a
No,
certain player in it.
I think certain players
He was an alternate though.
I heard I also heard Trevor was an alternate before, but I heard rumors that he turned it down.
And,
So
and, and if that's the case, then you can't get mad. And I'm not saying you per se, but you can't get mad when somebody is an alternate or somebody got placed in the Pro Bowl when fans vote for them. Because that's, to my understanding, the Pro Bowl, the All Star game, all these, like, they're voted on by fans. They tally up who gets the most votes. Like,
yeah.
Thanasis.
But
Go ahead.
I don't think like when you like comparing resumes, I don't think Pro Bowl the last recent years don't hold the same value as the Pro Bowls like earlier people had. You get what
Yeah,
I'm trying
and
to
and
say?
and that's a valid statement. This is the thing though, right? Because once I think it was right when they started doing like the number one team in the league at that time. Like I ain't gonna say number one team, the most watched team or the most hyped team during that season. When they get all those, like they had like 6 guys in the Pro Bowl or 7 guys in the Pro Bowl, right? Like, is that the league base or is that fan base? Because like, yeah, they got the number 1 seed and they got put out the playoffs, but they got 8 guys in the Pro Bowl now. But then it's like now it's people are voting on it more, so you can't really fault somebody when if 2 million fans voted for Shador to be in the Pro Bowl and everyone else before him turned it down, and his as an alternate he's put into the Pro Bowl. What are you mad about? Like it ain't. It's similar to like him being interviewed by the media. He ain't saying come interview me. You feel me? They coming to find him. He's just there.
I forgot that it was completely fan voting. Well, in that case, hey, shout out to the because never mind. None.
Say, hey, look, this is my thing. You feel me? Like everyone has eyes, right? We seen how the season played out. We understand how people talk and how like the story is gonna be a story of whatever everyone wants it to be. But at the end of the day, it ain't like like you got the NFL top 100 players. You got the all-pro selections by a certain committee. You got all these big high awards within the NFL that are voted on by people with credentials. The Pro Bowl is something strictly for the fans. They go down to Orlando or wherever it's at that they play it at, and they get to interact with the fans and the teams. You know what I mean? Like, and it's one of those things where it's a good time to just go have a good time. It don't mean nothing no more. So why not have go out? I ain't gonna say it don't mean nothing. It's not as what it used to be. Is more so flash and glam for the fans, all the games. Like I don't know, like
I think the experience is still kind of cool though, but like leading up into the game. Also, you know what they can nip in the bud? They should just go ahead and show the voting, like show the end voting.
Like how many votes each person got?
I want the numbers. Yeah, I want to see the numbers.
Don't they do that? No, I said, don't they do that for basketball? Like All-Star break, you know how many votes people are getting and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But
yeah, I think they should do that.
Again, it don't bother me here nor there. I don't like the flag football element of it, but I'm not gonna ever be mad if somebody made it to the Pro Bowl. Like the Titans have only had max 4 people in the Pro Bowl. I've never seen more than that go. When we had Derrick Henry, we was good. Derrick Henry, our punter went, and Taylor Lewan went. Them 3, or Big Jeff went. You know what I mean? Like, but we've never had an abundance of players go to the Pro Bowl. So I could care less, right? So it is what it is. But I will say, NFL size players are huge. I got to see, like, I went and Dak walked past the wall, and that boy looked like a giant. I said, dang, man, like they really are that big.
You know what's crazy? Bruh. You said Dak, right? Cam Newton make him look smaller.
And I believe it. That's the crazy thing. Like
I seen Cam in person.
But you're a midget too, though, so like that don't matter.
Bruh, no. Cam don't like no quarterback. It's the same with did you see the picture with Mark Henry? I'm gonna say Mark Henry. Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram standing beside Derrick, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
He like, little bro.
Hey man, squat down or something, bud. Yeah.
Both of them Heisman winners.
Yeah, I heard that. But yeah, I mean, like, all right, Ben. So we both had a little rant, me about the Hall of Fame vote, and then beat writers who get elevated to a certain point and start smelling themselves you with the Pro Bowl. But we do want to take a different direction real quick because the postseason has been great. There has been a couple controversial calls. So what we want to do is address a couple things that have happened, i.e. what a catch is, as well as what pass interference are. So we got a clip we want to show, just pretty much giving a rule description of what the catch is, and then we're also gonna have clips to show it as well. So just bear with us for a couple minutes. We're gonna go through this, and then we're gonna swing over to some film review afterwards. Bang. Yeah, man, I hear you though. I don't know. You feel me? It's one of them situations.
See this one, but wow, what a catch.
It is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and goal.
We basically took the catch rule and rewrote it. 3 components of a catch: control, 2 feet or another body part, and a football move. And the football move, we'll give you some examples of reaching, bringing the ball in, a 3rd step, but it's not limited to those examples. Everybody remember this play, right?
Throws a deep ball to the left side, and the ball is Bryant.
Control right now. 1, 2, 3. We're done. The process of the catch is over. So in this situation, he's short of the goal line. Dez is short right there. We place the ball just outside the goal line, and it's 1st and goal going in. Here's a situation where instead of 2 feet down, we have another body part, which is the knee. Once he reaches over, he breaks the plane, this play is over. We have a touchdown. Had this happened in the middle of the field and he had not recovered this ball, it would have been a fumble because he was not touched. This was a difficult one to explain to our fans. Control, 1, 2, 3. We're going to stop at 4 feet. So that's your football move. He hits the ground. Now this is a fumble. This happens in the field of play. It's a fumble because he hasn't been touched on the way to the ground. So once the process is over, if the player is touched and he hits the ground, it's over. In this situation, it's going to be a fumble. Are we going to have more fumbles? We might. But again, we want to take these great catches and make him catches.
All right. We included this one because we wanted to talk about the Brandon Cooks catch. We didn't talk about it when it happened, but because there's going to be more instances like that, and we understand that a lot of people watch football, and some rules are touchy. You know what I mean? Like, it can go either way in those situations. But in that Brandon Cooks interception play, that was ruled an interception because he said like it's certain variations that you can also build on. And that one of them is also surviving the ground. And considering that when he caught the ball, he never established possession because in it, right, he touched the ground, his knee might have he touched the ground, but his knee touched the ground and the play continued. And the DB pulled the ball away because that was continuing motion. He never established that football move. So like in that, yeah, it was controversial because, I mean, game's on the line, but ultimately, considering like the rule states that you have 3 things that you got to satisfy. And they gave examples of each of them. And with Brandon Cooks, me personally, I even thought, he established a pattern of how he catches the ball in the game because like the out route he ran to the sideline, he make fingertip catches, you feel me? I thought that coupled with the fact that his knee touched the ground, heck, he fell to the ground on his back when the DB took the ball from him, thought that would have been enough. But there was no football move in that, and it was just continuation of it. So I think hopefully, like, not even like, obviously people like who watch the game and know the game understand the rules, so I don't feel like we need to explain that to them. But for the instance that somebody who's new to football that watches our channel don't understand what is considered a catch, we just wanted to put this in to like also give a little enlightenment on what it actually means. Again, we both play receiver. I played DB in college as well. So like this is what's like touchy for us and something that we actually love. So like we wanted to just talk about this a little bit. So what you got to add with it?
Hey, you hit everything on the you hit everything. But also, could you explain the Cooper Cup one too?
Okay, yeah. And I saw fans start researching the Cooper Cup catch as he was it was the catch to get the first down to seal the game for the Seahawks over the Rams. In that one, he caught the ball on a crossing route, and the DB was draped on him and pulled him down to the ground immediately. And for them, they were saying, "Oh, they planning." Like the comment was like, "Oh, they just planning our faces right now," because Cooper Cup, when he hit the ground, the ball popped out of his hands. But in that route and in that play, Cooper Cup extended the ball to the line that was needed to be gained. And him extending the ball, he caught the ball 2 steps and turned to extend the ball while he's getting tackled. So because he's extending the ball, he's establishing possession and establishing that football move and extension. So when he went down to the ground, he came down on the defender, but his back touched the ground. And when he hit the ground, boom, the ball popped out. But he showed a football move. His back hit the ground. So it was considered down because the ball popped out when his back hit the ground. So it is a down player compared to it might have been a fumble. If the ball hit the ground before they hit the ground, then sure it would have been a fumble. But because it was simultaneous with his back hitting the ground, his full body hitting the ground, he took 2 steps and extended the ball. So he established a proper football move, which is why the game played out the way it did and why that wasn't ruled an incompletion or why it wasn't ruled a fumble on that play.
Thank you, Mr.
No
killed.
problem, man. I'm just trying. But the next one we're gonna show is an explanation of what defensive pass interference is, and then we got a couple clips of what pass interference is and what pass interference is not. So go ahead.
Pass interference is any act by a player more than 1 yard beyond the line of scrimmage that significantly hinders an eligible player's opportunity to catch the ball. Pass interference can only occur when a forward pass is thrown from behind the line of scrimmage, regardless of whether the pass is legal or illegal, or whether it crosses the line. Defensive pass interference rules apply from the time the ball is thrown until the ball is touched. The following actions will result in a foul for defensive pass interference. Contact by a player who is not playing the ball that restricts the opponent's opportunity to make the catch. Playing through the back of an opponent in an attempt to make a play on the ball.
And that ain't no pass interference.
Grabbing an opponent's arm in a way that restricts his opportunity to catch a pass.
All right. You joking now.
Extending an arm across the body of an opponent, restricting his ability to catch the pass. This is commonly referred to as an arm bar. Cutting off the path of an opponent by making contact with him without playing the ball. And hooking and turning an opponent in an attempt to get the football before it arrives.
All right. So, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I think it hit mostly on what is considered pass interference. There was also one thing that I feel like didn't get mentioned on what would not be pass interference that I feel like is important. If the ball is tipped at any point prior to, it passing line, like prior to the DB making that contact before the ball got there, if the ball is tipped, then they're gonna rule it as it's a dead ball essentially, where it won't, like, it's not pass interference. Like, I can run through your body to make sure you don't catch it at that point because the ball got tipped, meaning like it's not continuing in the course that it was going to give you a good chance of making a play through the ball. The playing through the back that you call not pass interference, that's a touchy one. Because sometimes it looks like that where you're playing through the back, but then there's also the cases of where a DB also, if they have a good play on the ball, they have every right to make a play on the ball to go get that ball as well. So a prime example would be the interception that the Seahawks threw to Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl, right? He came down here and knocked that receiver off his route. Boom, boom, contact, but he made a play on the ball. He had every right to make a play on that ball because he had the right angle. He was coming downhill, and it's just one of them situations where if you got the proper position, you can make that play, even if it's contact, a little contact. Like, you're entitled to.
Yeah, yeah. It really just boiled down to being
Right.
like
The
at the
right time and in the right position.
Especially, especially with the behind the back one. Like the one I said when no pass interference, that was textbook.
What?
That just my
You a
team.
liar, dog. Man.
No, that was pass
I
interference.
thought you said that what, and I was like, well, you over here just smoking now.
No, I said it wasn't because that's my team.
All right, so the first clip we're going to show is the Tre'Davious White versus Mims in the playoff game a couple weeks ago. The next one we'll show you one that is not pass interference but got called pass interference. So I'm going to stop talking and let him play it.
If it's the correct call.
As you can see, contact before the ball got there. He pulls his arm down, restricting him from going up with both hands to make the catch. Because of that, clear pass interference. But his frustration and him being mad, just so we clear, that wasn't because the referee called pass interference on him. It was more so the emotions at the end of the game because of how the game was playing out. He knew it was pass interference. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those situations where emotions is high, man. We trying to get to the Super Bowl, and that's really what it came down to. So, but it was clear pass interference. It was not for him to be mad about. Now, this next one we're going to show is a clip from the Lions and the Eagles. this is what we think is clearly not pass interference. The DB was in phase. He had good leverage. He stayed tight to him, but I guess the referee saw something different. But if you look at it, it's clearly not pass interference. So I'm gonna shut up. Fully it.
Ball's places final foul. First down.
And that should just about do it. Let's watch it here on AJ.
Good hand on. Good jump.
Good hand placement. He running with him. I would have had it on his hip.
Oh,
AJ Brown actually pushed off, which should have been the pass interference. You know what I mean? So that was a crazy call on the refs.
Also, another thing that they didn't like that wouldn't be pass interference is hand fighting.
Yeah.
That was a little hand fighting, but I mean that was good
Yeah,
defense.
so
It's great
I think
defense.
pass interference mostly harps on the fact that you are prohibiting the receiver from going through his natural motion to try to make a play on the ball. Hand fighting is going to happen. You running down the field, you trying to get the best position. You going to hit him on his thigh, throw an elbow to get on top. You trying to win a rep, and he trying to win a rep. Hey, good on good. Sometimes if y'all both playing a dang good rep, hey, it's going to come down to who just wanted it more. And if you get the right referee crew, like, they're going to let y'all play. If they see that y'all been aggressive, that y'all hand fighting, that y'all going at each other, they're going to call it when it matters. Like, they're going to call it clean. Like, obviously, if y'all battling, some refs will let y'all play it out. Sometimes they might throw that flag. It's just I'm going to say it this way. If you set the tone early in the game that you're an aggressive corner and you getting in their stuff, right, and they can't get off the line, I got blocked one time and I tried to, like, sell a holding call, and the ref was like, nah, y'all were going at it. Like, you grabbing him, he grabbing you. I tried to dive to sell it. It ain't no hold, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like, they use proper judgment to make sure that they actually looking for what needs to be called for a holding or a pass interference or whatever the penalty may be. But like I said a few episodes ago, they look at the release point to make sure you ain't grab them off the line for illegal holding. They look at the catch point to look for the pass interference call. But that hand fighting as you running through the route, as long as you don't extend when you coming out of a break, as long as you don't, you know what I mean, like extend when the ball coming to you, you good to go.
Yeah, that was not
That
a pass
wasn't a
interference.
pass
That was a horrible
interference.
call
Yeah,
by
that
the
was
referee.
I don't know what they was watching.
Yeah, he blind.
Man.
Blind.
But moving on, so now we're gonna get back into some more film evaluation. I want to address something though. We went through the player rankings and looked at all the receivers. We elevated Deshaun Stryblin big time because, like, he's a receiver that we liked from watching. We saw in the postseason. I watched a lot this season at Ole Miss and last season while he was with Jackson Dart. So I really liked him as a receiver. But they got him rated way lower on the draft board. Somebody said he projected to not even get drafted. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think he will, but you know what I mean? Like, that was just our personal favorite to put in the top 5. But so now we're going to work through the next 5 in that draft order. I think I might have misspoke too about his stats because his regular season and his season stats was 55 catches, but I think I saw where it said 80 something, but it was his postseason factored into it as well. So I'm not sure if he had almost 10 catches a game in the postseason in the 3 games he played, but I know he had at least 5 to 6 catches each game they played in the postseason. So I'm not sure where his catches lined up at exactly, but I mean, he's still a good receiver. So now the next 5 receivers that we were going to work through were who?
So we got Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, Chris Brazzell, Chris Bell, and Elijah Surratt.
What about Omar Cooper, I thought?
No, he was not in the I think it was one down.
Okay. And this was off the NFL mock draft database.com where we getting our information and like how they lined up. So we just trying to go based off how they have it ordered now moving forward. So that way we have a solid database to pull from. It's not just personal opinion or personal bias. So just keep rocking with us.
Shout out for the old Denzel Boston. Denzel Boston, he is 6'4", 209.
He a taller receiver.
Wondering.
This is why I kept getting confused with Jordan Tyson when I thought he was like a long, tall receiver. But this guy, we watched his film. I wasn't really sold on him. I didn't like his route running, but it is what it is.
The more I've seen, I kind of like him more. Like,
you say you walked it back.
You don't really see, I mean, like with this right here, you don't really see an ex receiver out here on punt return.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just feel like that of course shows his versatility and athleticism instead of just being an ex.
No, I hear that.
So I mean, that shows his speed too.
Yeah. If they trust you, if they trust your
routes,
speed, for sure.
Yeah. I do believe that his routes could be a little better, but I do think his catching ability is what sells him more. Like, he can make people miss too.
Yeah, that first clip that we watched of
But
him before we even started this, he wasn't breaking many tackles, so that's why I wasn't. But I heard you.
Huh?
Did he run a slant under them?
Yeah, it was a slant.
Okay, you can find the hole in the defense and sit it down. So that's always a big bonus, especially with a big body receiver. I think, and
this was one I kind of like too.
I think,
like, it's really showing his more of his athleticism, being able to stop like that, getting tackled instead of getting out of bounds, getting upfield.
I heard that. I hear.
But what I would like to see, I mean, we already seen a minute and 43, but if there's a clip on here, like, he's 6'4", like,
Go high point the ball.
You would want. Yeah, exactly.
I knew what you were gonna say. I knew what you were gonna say. So you got to tell me twice.
Yeah.
I think
that's gonna be the last one.
He better high point it.
Hopefully this is. Yeah. See, like contested catches, like I'm like catching through the traffic. That's cool and all, but I really want to see one of those high point ones where he just go up and get
and that ain't necessarily everybody's route game. See, I really don't like. I'm not gonna go on a tangent. I don't like the Colorado State film. I mean, they might have had a decent season this season, but like they're not a good team really. So like you can't really like gauge. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of Colorado State catches on this one, but they're not really a good team, so you can't gauge.
It is.
Here we go right here. Here we go right here.
One thing about.
Oh no!
Did
he go get it?
That's a good catch though. He went to get it. Went high point, but that's a good catch though. I think he one handed that. Oh, let me go back. No, it wasn't a one hand, but
it's no biggie.
It's a contested catch that I want to see.
All right, so.
But I mean, it wasn't enough. I mean, we 2 minutes in. I want to see at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, consider it.
Like, also,
and for you to say that, and I'll say not the connection. The evidence is in, and we'll see in the next couple of clips. Chris Brazzell, he's a 6'5" receiver at Tennessee. He had a great year this year coming in to be a big body for us. He used his body. He went up and high pointed the ball at times. He used his arms to, make sure he can get it when other DBs couldn't. And like, it's one of those, like, you tall, man, just go extend. Just tell them throw it up.
Yeah.
You got a 5'10", 5'11" corner on you. It should be a jump ball every time. You should be out there like you in a slam dunk competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he has that ability, but I just didn't see it on the tape.
Obviously,
there's plays where he got catching traffic and contesting catches. So I believe that he can go up and go get one.
Yeah, I'm not trying to knock him. We're looking at short film, trying to go back and see like what he did. Like we can sit here and watch all season long if we want to see what was his strong points or whatnot. But like we doing a film review for 5 receivers and trying to get through it. So I'm not going to be too harsh on it. I'm just saying personally, a lot of his clips come from Colorado State. They're not really that good of a team. So for me, it's not really a fair gauge of like who he is as a receiver. You know what I mean?
You want to see some talent.
Exactly.
He going again. Of course. Yeah, I agree. But also, before we get off him, one thing that I seen his PFF grades. One thing that kind of stood out to me was his blocking.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 77 in the run block, which is actually pretty good for a receiver because they really don't normally get to the 70s. So I think whoever draft him, of course, you want him at receiver
for sure.
first. But also,
It'll be a team that's big on the
There's
outside run game. I saw that
yeah.
he in a mock draft that he might end up going to Seattle and just keep him home situation. That'd be cool considering the way Kenneth Walker runs. Like when he bounced that thing to the outside, you got a big body receiver like him on the outside blocking opposite of JSN. Like, yeah, now we rolling. You know what I mean? Like that's an escort block right there. So it's a win.
Yeah. Also, there's the saying receiver turn first downs to touchdowns. So I mean, he might be a good reason why whatever favorite running back y'all got, get an extra 30 yards instead of a 15. So you can't overlook that, I believe. You ready
Go
for KC?
for it.
Yeah, we know his game.
Yeah, he's gonna be a big time return man for somebody for sure in the league. I think he can be another Kimray DK, how he was for us for the Titans in the return game. I think he'll be a great slot receiver. What's wrong?
Thought his last name was Dyke.
Really? Nah, yeah, it's Kimray DK.
So and it's DIKE,
Yeah,
right?
he played at Florida. He played against us at Tennessee too. So like I got to see him in college, and then like the fact that we drafted him was like, oh dang, like now I got to get real familiar with Buddy. So I think he's gonna be big like that. Well, I'll just watch. I'll keep watching because I like this. Like I like him. I think you said his drops. He had a high drop percentage this year, but he had his best stat performance this year. Yeah.
So he had 919 yards receiving, and his drop rate was 61. So, but I don't want to say that's too concerning because I don't know what the context of his drops is.
Yeah,
So.
it could literally be anything. It's
Yeah, see, like he's going up to get that.
And that's the thing too, because he's 5'10", so we got a 5'10" receiver going up to get it, but then we got a 6'4" guy. What we doing, man? Like you ain't happy. We ain't got no slam dunks on your highlight. Look at that, and two defenders.
It's another one. Exactly.
So like, I like this kid, man. I think he's
and KC.
I think he's gonna be super exciting. He's super explosive. He's real shifty, almost like a Kadarius Toney type receiver. You know what I mean? But I think I don't know where he'd end up going though. I think honestly, he'd fit well with what they got. And I mean, they drafted the guy from Georgia and Cincinnati, that Burton kid. But I think he could go there and be a good slot for them with T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, him in the middle, and like, and be big. And ain't his name Burton? You know what I mean? The one that came from Georgia.
Oh yeah, Jermaine.
Okay.
No. Yes. Well, he went to Bama after that.
I don't know him from Bama.
Jermaine.
But yeah. I think he could be a good slot in that system with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. You feel me? With big return game guy. Find a hole. Oh yeah, I think that'd be a good weapon for Joe Burrow.
Where your head at? What?
But I seen on the draft board that he might end up in Cleveland though. So him and Isaiah Bond would also be a good 1-2 for receivers for like if they was able to get Jordan Tyson and then grab Casey Concepcion later in the draft in the second round or that late first round pick.
I think it's possible.
That'd be crazy.
I think it's possible. I honestly, I mean, because I feel like him, KC, and Branch are kind of the same type of players. So I feel like either or will be a good piece for him. If they can,
swing it, that'd be crazy though. Because like,
I agree.
That'd be insane. A young, explosive, flashy group of guys to revamp the city. And he's strong. He said, "Well, I know how to squat." He said, "I do like 500 yards. I squat 500 pounds." I said,
"Yeah, I've been sold on him." Oh, look at that route! Oh
man,
let's go get it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. So I've been sold already.
All right, so now, like I said, Chris Brazzell. I think he had a couple of. I think he had a couple moments where he could have showed up a little bit bigger for us this season. He didn't perform as well against Mississippi State, I believe, and he didn't show up when we needed him to really against Oklahoma. But I mean, it is what it is. But Georgia to start the season out, he went crazy. Patient way to stay up. You know what I mean? Good route on that ball. I think this might be the one where he caught it, like taking it from the receiver or the DB. Yeah.
Give me that.
This was a crazy one.
Hey, and that's Georgia best defender too. Number 7.
And that's one of those things where it was like he tracked that ball and he was like, yeah, this is gonna be it. This right here was a crazy catch. It's like he was falling away, little pocket catch. It was, he's nice, but he should have had more plays like that against them. Cause like, I mean, I'm not trying to knock Mississippi State, like I said early on, like they turned their program around, so you can't knock it. But also, come on, man, you gotta cook them, especially like in these moments. He made the catches that needed to be made. He showed up big every time we needed him to. I think that big body frame is going to be great in the league. I know he's not going to be I don't think he's going to be a day one receiver off the board. And because of that, he's 6'5". I can't wait to see what he runs in the 40. But
yeah. That will really determine if he's a.
If Juwan Jennings leaves San Fran this offseason, I can see him going to San Fran. I can see him being like a weapon for Brock Purdy out there. I can see him going to Las Vegas, being a big body receiver. I can see him.
He looked more like a. I haven't seen a route that I like yet.
I mean, he's straight up gonna be a vertical threat, or like he can go deep, snap it off quick. You know what I mean? Like he ain't no in the middle of the field type of route runner. I mean, he's 6'5". You don't want that in the middle of the field with linebackers. They fold that boy like a dang on napkin. Origami.
Well, it depends. Like 6'5", what though? Like how much you like? Are you a thick 6'5" or
he's
6'5", 200?
Yeah. So if he put on some weight, then we talking. But you know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
But like some of the catches where
he's full
like,
extension to go get
I
it.
can't see the top of. Yeah. Also, he has good catch radius. Yeah, like this is what I want to see. Like it's not a bad route.
As soon as he turned, he snapped it off.
That's I want to see that. Yeah. I want to see the route tree.
Oh, all he really ran was like comebacks, posts, and goals. Yeah. Like our offense is literally like so.
Because I mean it's the same with like Jalen Hyatt.
But no, I think some team out west, maybe if he stays on the East Coast, we can see him going like Washington, him, Scary Terry, and Debo as a receiving group. Like, I don't see that being a bad fit considering they got Debo, Scary Terry as a deep threat, so maybe not.
You said who?
Scary Terry, Terry McLaurin. He that deep threat, so I don't see that being a good fit. Who could I see? Get it. Send them to the Jets. They need it, man. Garrett Wilson, go get somebody on the opposite side you can throw the ball up to. I'm not sure if Alan Lazard going to stay there next year, so why not?
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot he was there.
I feel like I'm finna get raided here soon, so.
Good old Chris Bell.
Chris Bell out of Louisville. I have not heard of this guy. So I'm not going to. Actually, I take that back. I did learn of him when they beat Miami. He went crazy. Yeah, so I take that back completely. He's nice. He's physical. He's explosive. He got good route running. As you can see, making contested catches, one-handed if needed.
Mm-hmm.
He gives your team that energy, that surge. If gang got a lull in it, he can bring some hype.
Ooh, good ball tracking abilities right there. He might be one of the strongest receivers. Might. my gosh.
Did he take that from him?
He took that from him.
Oh, my God. I think, oh, my God. I said, boy. Yeah, this one right here. Watch these wheels. Watch these wheels. Out of there. Out of there.
Bad too. Bad too, boy.
I told you. That Miami game is the one I watched, and he was doing them. Something ugly. I think any team that has a receiver like this, where like all it takes is like
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, you give him a little crosser, survive the
Take him to the
contact,
house.
and goes vertical. And I think any team that's lucky enough to get him on their roster is gonna make some noise. If he a day two, day three receiver,
He better not be no day 3 receiver.
I mean, hopefully he's not a day 3
if he-
receiver, but you got to think about like what team needs and stuff. And it's just, I don't see all these receivers coming off so early. You know what I mean? Like, because it's so deep at the position, I think it's gonna be some linemen getting drafted to protect the quarterbacks. You know what I mean? So it might be day 2, day 3, like because of that. So
it really just depends on how top heavy some of these other positions are.
I think the Vikings could use him, if I'm being honest. Him, Jordan Addison.
Dude said a month ago.
What?
This dude said he lacks elite speed.
But he ain't watch really. He ain't watch really.
Well,
I think he fit with the Vikings though. With Jettas, Jordan Addison, you put him, somebody that can take it across the middle and take off downfield. So now you got guys that can really run routes and let them develop. And then you got him where if they ain't open, I know he gonna give me an extra 10 to 15 yards. You know what I mean?
So his top 3 landing spots are the Falcons, the Bills, Cleveland, and I'll throw in the Cowboys because Cowboys next.
Maybe.
Out of those, I would say the Falcons.
Why the Falcons though?
Mooney is a different risk. Like Drake London, Mooney if he can stay healthy, and Chris Bell are 3 different receivers, and I think that will I don't think they have a Chris Bell in that room as far as ability.
Is that not Ray McLeod though?
But Raymond McLeod has been gone.
Wait, who he with the 49ers now?
I don't know.
I thought he was.
I know
I thought he was still with them. Well, yeah, I heard you though. I'm not pushing back on it. I just think New Orleans reunite with Tyler Shough, Chris Olave, Chris Bell, Tyler Shough. Wouldn't be a bad organization or a bad situation considering they say Tyler Shough got better on the back end of the season. Like, yeah, so like I think if you drafted a quarterback and you got one of his former weapons in the draft, as an owner, if there's a potential chance for you to go get that player, I think you owe it to that quarterback to go get him. Like you see what Joe Burrow did.
Are trending on doing that
You see what Joe Burrow did.
Yeah, right.
See how it's panned out with Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne in Jacksonville, how they play, like how he's able to, if ain't nobody else gonna get it, I know he over here as my safety net, you know what I mean? So I think teams should like look into something like that. So I mean, I wouldn't see it being a bad thing if he reunited with him in New Orleans, if he's available. I know they're the top 3 choices, but that ain't always gonna be the case.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of times it don't be. Who next?
Elijah Surratt, the national champion. I think he's gonna be a great, like a big blocker for sure. But that's body control, man. Who we got? Ooh.
Head tap.
You said he bean dipped him?
That boy said head tap.
You know,
Where you get bean dip
you
from?
catch on somebody. That's a bean dip.
I ain't never
I
heard.
heard that in
I ain't
Colorado.
never heard bean dip.
I heard that when I was out in Colorado. Yeah, he too little. He physical. But that's Kennesaw State, so you can't really, like, I'm not going to give them credit when they play smaller schools. Like, when you play actual competition, for sure. But, like, every time I see the team that they playing, it's not, like, one of them. It's on the highlight reel, so I'm not going to knock it. But also, like, Kennesaw State can't compete with Indiana. Look, the DB damn near ran into the linebacker. Wasn't even looking at the receivers. You know what I mean? Like, that's just one of them.
Hold on. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. I missed the release.
He did good foot fire.
Missed the release.
It looked like a good foot fire. He got inside real fast.
Did. Ah, dang. I ain't go there.
He did. He got his hands off of him. Like a smooth release, actually.
Like I'm in.
And get some feel. That's why I feel like all these guys was track runners, man. They like
they better.
It's like they don't like some of them.
track.
They running motion look so slow, but like when they actually get going and get out, it's like dang, like yeah, he got out. So, but
yeah,
I mean, I got to watch him on the back end of the season. I watched the Penn State game. I watched the Illinois game. I watched the Ohio State game, obviously, and then the postseason. So, like, for me, like, I like what I saw. He's nice. He's fluid. He tracks the ball well.
You know how to use your hands.
So, it's one of those things where I'm not going to say, like, obviously, as a rookie, you can't just say somebody prorated, right? But also, like, he'll fit into whatever system. I mean, that's obviously why Coach Signetti, when it, like, used him as big as he – oh, my God. The way he just rocked him, the way Coach Signetti went and got him, right? So, like, that's the reason, like, he used him the way he used him. So, like, I'm excited to see what he do when he gets to the league. I think, I don't know, I think he could be an instant impact player once he gets to the league. So, what they got him as his top three options or top three possibilities of landing?
So, the ones I seen was the Ravens, the Panthers, Broncos, Jets, and Steelers.
You said the Ravens needed a receiver.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to them getting him. He's a sure-handed.
That's like security blanket for Lamar for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So. Right. I don't think he's like your deep threat guy.
Yeah, but you got Zay,
but
so
he'll
you don't
get
really
you
need
like
that
those
if you already got that.
Yeah, exactly. He'll get you those first downs.
Isaiah Likely's a good middle route runner, considering he's a tight end. Like that gives you that. Like he'll be that security blanket for sure. And like with ball security being a problem in recent years in Baltimore, I think like if you see the rookie coming in and he ain't fumbling this thing and he protecting the ball, it lights a fire under the vets. Like, hey, we can't let him show us up. We can't keep being so careless with the ball, right? So I think he'll be a good, if they go get him, he'll a good safety net for Lamar. I think they go get a receiver early on in this draft anyway, because yeah, you can use a line, yeah, you can use some pieces on defense, but right now, like, it's Rashad Bateman, it's Zay Flowers, it's Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Like, go get that one other side receiver that's going to – now we got a full receiver room that we got everything we need, and now Lamar can breathe a little easier. You know, I don't even think D-Hop going to be back next year anyways. And he didn't get used as much as you would have anticipated, but he's on the back end of his career, so.
I think the next two, like the Jets and the Pittsburgh, would be more of a better landing spot than the Panthers and the Broncos for him. I think with us, we already got like a Elijah Surratt type player with Jalen Coker. But I mean, I also think Coker is better than Surratt.
I think I think the Broncos is gonna lose. I mean, you got Cortland Sutton, you got Lil Jordan Humphrey, you got Troy
Yeah.
Franklin, you got it's another one that's like, you know what I mean, like Marvin Mims. They got a receiving room. Not that they can't use them or they wouldn't want to use them, but I think like you got a Cortland Sutton who's essentially that same type of receiver. He had a critical drop in this.
I was just gonna say that, and I was just gonna say, yeah, I think he's like a slight lesser Cortland Sutton.
So I don't think they double down to go get him. But I mean, so
Right,
I don't know.
right.
I'm excited to see where he ends up. I'm excited for the next crop of receivers that we work our way through, looking at the film too. Hey man. Hey man.
It don't feel like
It don't feel like it's been that long, but it's been an hour. So I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's been a good episode too. We've been talking and we've been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've seen a lot of film that we like. Hopefully our explanation, or not even our explanation, our inclusion of the rules and description of how they play out, live speed and examples were helpful. I hope our diagnosis of these receivers, not that we ain't in nobody's front office. We don't know where these guys gonna go. We don't know what GMs are thinking. All we can say is like how they play, what looks good, and what type of like what would we think look good in these position rooms or on certain teams. So like it ain't like, you know what I mean? Again, we still students of the game. We learn it. Eventually we're gonna get better. We're gonna know what exactly it is teams are looking for and like trying to plug and play. But right now, you know, we just you're on a journey.
Heck yeah. And y'all on a journey.
Y'all on a journey with us. So keep on keeping on. Like that good dog said back in the day, you know what I mean? But it's been another episode of the Crown School Podcast. I'm your host, Kel.
It's your other boy,
Johnny
Boy.
You know what I mean?
Johnny Boy.
Keep continuing to check in with us, keep rocking out with us, man. Like, comment, subscribe, let us know how we can get better. Hey. Yeah, at some point, I feel like we're gonna come up with a name for our family. We're gonna figure something out. You know what I mean? Y'all keep cramming with us though.
Yeah, keep cramming with us. Yeah, I like that.
We're gonna get it all right.
All right, y'all boys.